For most expats, digital nomads, and retirees, personal safety and security is always one of the main priority when choosing a country to move abroad. The most safest countries in the world are often determined by critical metrics such as crime rates, global peace index, and overall safety ratio. Beyond low crime rates, external threats and geopolitical stability are essential considerations when determining a country's safety. The ability to live in a place free from social unrest or political turmoil adds an invaluable layer of reassurance. These countries also distinguish themselves through their high levels of development, offering advanced infrastructure, excellent healthcare systems, and a consistently high quality of life. Furthermore, these nations also ensure financial security, as they boast a high GDP per capita income, which simply translates to higher salaries for residents. It's also worth mentioning that some countries, despite their exceptional safety records, such as Iceland and Finland, are excluded from this list due to their lower appeal to expatriates, digital nomads, and retirees. So with that, here are the 15 most safest countries to live in 2025. Number 15, Malaysia. This dynamic Southeast Asian nation offers a blend of the traditional and the modern, with a thriving economy and world-class infrastructure that's complemented by the unique blend of ethnic and cultural identities. Whether you're looking for the fast-paced excitement of a cosmopolitan hub, the tranquility of a culturally rich town, or the serenity of coastal living, Malaysia has something for everyone. Its strategic efforts to maintain peace, low crime rates, and commitment to societal safety have played a significant role in making it one of the safest Asian countries for expats. Its urban areas like Kuala Lumpur, Penang, and Johor Bahru may have slightly higher crime rates than rural areas, but they are still relatively low by global standards. As a whole, the country ranks 10th on the Global Peace Index, and its crime rate is constantly declining with current index ratio per 100,000 people at 250. Although Malaysia is relatively safe, thefts, especially pickpocketing, do occur in crowded places such as markets, shopping malls, and public transports. Number 14, Australia. Australia is often associated with its rugged landscapes, vast forests, towering mountains, and diverse wildlife, including some of the world's most unique and formidable creatures. While these elements fuel its reputation for being a hazardous wilderness, such dangers are largely confined to the untamed outback. In reality, life in Australia is far from perilous and offers a wealth of opportunities and comforts. From a high quality of life and world-class healthcare to a strong job market and beautiful natural landscapes, Australia is a land of opportunities and comfort. The country placed in 11th out of 134 countries on the Global Finance list of the world's safest countries, and 18th out of 163 in the annual Global Peace Index. At large, it is pretty safe, though certain cities are renowned for their security and expat-friendly atmosphere. Canberra, the capital, consistently ranks as one of the safest cities. Other cities like Melbourne, Sydney, Adelaide, and Brisbane are rated as some of the most livable in the world. Number 13, the United Arab Emirates. The United Arab Emirates, and specifically its glitzy city of Dubai, is known for being the ultimate expat hotspot, with foreigners making up over 82% of the nation's population. The city of Dubai is one of the safest cities in the region, second only to Abu Dhabi. According to The Economist's 2024 Safe Cities Index, it ranks fairly high in most safety standards, including personal and overall safety. It also ranks slightly higher than cities like Tokyo, Amsterdam, and Copenhagen, with pickpocketing and muggings virtually unheard of in Dubai because of the city's strict and tightly enforced laws. Overall, expats and tourists are unlikely to run into safety issues. Its low crime index ratio per 100,000 people at only 12 is an attestation to its formidable safety and security levels. Another reason for UAE's low crime rate is its high level of economic success. Most people here are financially stable, and law is well regulated throughout the states. Hence, residents do not indulge in violent crimes. Number 12. Germany. Germany is often hailed as one of the best places to live and work in Europe, and for good reasons. With its strong economy, high quality of life, and cultural history, it's no wonder that many international skilled workers are drawn to this vibrant country. It boasts a global peace index of 1.526, which is considerably higher than the likes of UK, France, and Italy. Most cities in Germany, including metropolitan areas like Berlin, Munich, and Hamburg, have well-lit streets, reliable public transport, and visible police presence, increasing the overall feeling of safety. However, as in any other country, there are some forms of crime in Germany, such as pickpocketing, fraud, burglary, scams, and vandalism. However, these are usually limited to certain areas or situations and can be avoided through caution and common sense. Moreover, its residents experience a high level of freedom, and the country is committed to human rights, democracy, the rule of law, and tolerance. There are strict laws against discrimination, hate speech, racism, and xenophobia. Number 11. Slovenia. One of the most underrated countries to live in Europe, Slovenia is famous for its natural beauty, encompassing mountains, lakes, and forests, as well as its wine production. It balances safety and peace with a high quality of life, excellent living standards, and effective law enforcement. As a matter of fact, it performs well across a number of well-being dimensions relative to other countries in the Better Life Index. Currently, Slovenia outperforms the average in education, happiness, and social connections. Due to the high level of public satisfaction, the crime rates throughout the country are very low. Even minor offenses like pickpocketing and tourist scams are rare. In the last 5 years, Slovenia has made notable strides in economic development as well. Its unemployment rate has been steadily declining, fueled by a burgeoning startup scene, creating abundant opportunities for its residents and expats alike. Number 10. Sweden. Sweden has seen a decline in its global peace index, and the crime rate, though minuscule, has increased a bit since 2021. Most independent analysis cite the political turmoil and gang violence to be a major catalyst for its declining safety index. However, despite these impediments, Sweden as a whole is very safe when compared to most of the countries from around the globe. One of the biggest pros of living in Sweden is its comprehensive social welfare system, which ensures everyone has access to basic needs and financial security. This includes universal health care, free or low-cost education, generous paid parental leave, disability services, and retirement benefits. It is also one of the most progressive countries in the world when it comes to human rights. Equality and inclusivity are central, with legal safeguards promoting gender and racial equity, alongside freedom of expression, assembly, and religion, while protecting against discrimination. Number 9. Japan. This East Asian country, rich in cultural heritage and boasting beautiful national parks, ranks as the second most safest country in Asia. It maintains a reputation for its remarkable public safety and minimal crime rates, which can be attributed to a combination of stringent legislation, cutting-edge technological advancements, and an efficient public transportation network. Its capital city of Tokyo is the largest metropolis in the world, with a population that exceeds 38 million. Even with a large and dense populace, the crime rate in this city is relatively low, as it is very safe to walk around, even late into the night. Though, entertainment districts may pose a slightly higher risk, particularly near clubs and bars. But then again, just like any major city, vigilance ensures safety. One main drawback is that Japan sits on several tectonic plates, making it prone to natural disasters such as earthquakes, tsunamis, and volcanic eruptions. However, it has developed comprehensive disaster relief measures to prepare for such emergencies. Number 8. Norway. A modern and highly developed country, Norway boasts a thriving private sector, a sizable state presence in the economy, and an extensive social safety net. As a result of the discovery of offshore oil and gas in the 1960s, this country of less than 6 million people ranks among one of the richest in the world by GDP per capita. It is generally considered a very safe country with one of the highest level of public trust. It's even common to see people leave their belongings, like laptops, smartphones, and such, unattended in public spaces. Furthermore, the crime rates in Norway are very low, and that the country's governance is efficient and transparent. Even the bustling capital city, where all kinds of people reside, is exceptionally safe. The only main downside is that Norway is really far north, which means it's extremely cold there for most of the year. Even summer temperatures aren't that high, and months of winter wind and rain, especially in coastal cities, can be hard to handle. Number 7. Portugal. Over the past few years, this nation of about 10 million people has emerged as one of the biggest climbers of the Global Peace Index, moving from the 18th to 7th position in just 10 years. It has one of the lowest crime rates in Europe, especially the two autonomous Portuguese islands, Madeira and Azores, which are renowned for being safe and hospitable places to consider living in Portugal as an expat. Though tourist scams and pickpocketing are still a nuance in major cities like Lisbon, but overall, Portugal is known for having low levels of serious offenses and violent crimes. This commitment to safety creates a stable and secure atmosphere for residents and visitors alike. Moreover, Portugal's strategic location at the western end of the Mediterranean acts as a bridge between Europe, the Americas, and Africa. So it is also a great destination to invest and start a business in the region, as the country also offers several lucrative incentives to foreign investors. Number 6. Switzerland. With a multilingual and multicultural population of about 8.8 million, Switzerland owes much of its wealth to banking, insurance, and tourism, as well as the export of luxury goods, pharmaceuticals, precision instruments, and medical technology. Ranking among the top 10 richest countries by GDP per capita, it also serves as the headquarters for numerous international groups and organizations. The country's low crime rate, strict gun control laws, and effective law enforcement practices all come together to create a peaceful and secure society. Moreover, the country faces no external threats and has a long tradition as a neutral state in foreign affairs, while entertaining close political and economic relationships with the European Union. Public satisfaction with the government is exceptionally high, a testament to its transparent and effective governance. Switzerland's quality of life metrics are equally impressive. It ranks 9th in the United Nations Happiness Report and surpasses OECD averages in income, health, education, environmental quality, and overall well-being. Number 5. Singapore. Despite being relatively young, Singapore has already experienced significant changes in its lifetime. It has quickly developed a unique hybrid culture that makes it a favorite among expats. The safety index is the highest in Asia, and the crime rate is low across the charts. Many claim that strict laws and harsh punishments serve as a deterrent to potential criminals. Secondly, the quality of healthcare in Singapore is also a major factor contributing to its safety ranking. The country has an advanced and efficient healthcare system, which ensures citizens and tourists get high-quality medical services quickly. In addition, the country has a very low digital security risk, reflecting the ability of its citizens to use the internet freely without fear of privacy breaches, identity theft, or online attacks. And last but not the least, its geographical location close to the equator makes it relatively safe from natural disasters such as typhoons and earthquakes. Number 4. Austria. Known for its music, art, architecture, and picturesque landscapes, Austria offers a safe haven for those seeking both cultural richness and peace. There is hardly any country in the world which matches Austria with respect to the security of persons and property. With a low crime rate and high societal safety, Austria has managed to create a peaceful and secure environment for its citizens and visitors. The country's political stability and effective law enforcement further contribute to its high safety ranking. Currently, it ranks third on the Global Peace Index, and when it comes to the crime rate, it's very minuscule when compared to most first world nations. Sure, petty theft, pickpocketing, and scams do exist, but this mostly occurs in the tourist districts of Vienna. Additionally, Vienna has topped the list of most livable cities in the world for 10 straight years. Austria also ranks highly when it comes to press freedom, women's rights, and human rights. Between the clean alpine air, efficient public transport, and high-quality healthcare and education, Austria is certainly impressing its residents and visitors alike. Number 3. Ireland. From Dublin's cultural landmarks to the rugged beauty of the wild Atlantic Way, Ireland feels both safe and enchanting. Sure, it experiences petty and drug-related crime, like anywhere, but the major crime ratio isn't enviably low at only 0.44 per 100,000 people. The peaceful nature of the country is exemplified by the small size of its armed forces of just 7,000 or so in total, and the fact that ordinary police are generally unarmed. The country's rich cultural heritage, including literature, music, and folklore, adds to its charm. Whether you're exploring the vibrant streets of Dublin or the tranquil countryside, Ireland's safety, warm hospitality, and commitment to education makes it an ideal destination for those seeking both personal growth and a secure environment to enjoy their lives. On the international front, Ireland faces no significant external threats. While historical tensions with England over political and cultural matters persist, they are largely managed through peaceful diplomacy and do not escalate into modern conflict. Number 2. Denmark. Denmark embodies the essence of Scandinavian peace and harmony. The nation is recognized for its particularly low crime rates and high standard of living, courtesy of a robust social welfare system. Of course, all of that doesn't come cheap, which is why this stable European nation has some of the highest taxes in the world. According to a recent census, the Danish population is renowned as the most satisfied in Europe, and its residents are more than willing to pay greater taxes since they are getting the greatest services and environment possible. The country's commitment to work-life balance is equally impressive, with a standard 37-hour work week and a culture that prioritizes separating professional and personal lives. It also boasts a high level of income equality and is frequently ranked as one of the happiest nations in the world. Number 1. New Zealand. Scoring almost perfect marks in the domains of societal safety and domestic and international conflict, this peaceful country is widely considered a wonderful place to live. For starters, the country has a low crime rate, with a crime ratio of just 0.7 per 100,000 people. Additionally, New Zealand has a stable government, a strong economy, and a peaceful culture that values diversity and equality. With only 5.1 million inhabitants, the country's low population density also contributes to its low crime rate, as people tend to be more closely connected and invested in their communities. The country's low crime rate is supplemented by a strong emphasis on societal safety and peacefulness, creating an environment that feels secure and welcoming. The nation's natural beauty and a plethora of outdoor activities like hiking, skiing, and surfing further enhance its appeal,